the scale and structure of the universe. About to experience a profound cognitive update. The Earth we inhabit. Against the backdrop of the universe. Just stand up. From the perspective of Billy's relationship. If the sun is compared to a basketball, the Earth is equivalent to a distance of about a tiny pea-sized object 23 meters away, and Pluto at this scale. It's like a grain of sand 1.5 kilometers away. As we expand our perspective beyond the solar system, the entire solar system is housed in the vast wall of the Milky Way, almost invisible. If our solar system had a dime coin, so the diameter of the Milky Way, that's 63 times around the equator. Where we are is not the center of the galaxy. It's on the edge of a place called Orion Wall. The region is approximately 27,000 light years from the center of the Milky Way. And our galaxy did not travel through space alone. The solar system is only a part of the local group of galaxies. This is an inclusive, a cosmic forest of more than 50 galaxies. We see that spiral galaxy in the distance, the Andromeda Galaxy, our future roommate. About 4.5 billion years later, our galaxies will collide. However, even though the local group is already quite large. But then you will find where we are. It's only the beginning in the universe. Beyond our local group of galaxies, there's something bigger. We are also just part of a larger structure of the universe. 2014. Astronomers dropped a bombshell. Our area. It's the Laniakea supercluster. Leni is part of Ik. The name comes from Hawaiian. It means heaven beyond measure. They're not exaggerating. Imagine that. 100,000 galaxies, like leaves floating in the river of the universe, move together. And this great river spans 520 million light years of space. In the Laniakea supercluster. Milky Way, just a tiny point among many galaxies. Located on the edge of the universe. And these galaxies are not floating randomly. They flow together, like water in a giant cosmic basin, towards what is known as an attractive force, structural movement. If the Milky Way is compared to Shanghai, then the Laniakea supercluster, like all cities on Earth, merged into a single megacity. For many years, astronomers had believed that we have a complete understanding of the structure of the universe, and according to the understanding at the time, mapped our cosmic neighborhood. But the way galaxies move completely reset the previous cognition, he implied, and Belania, larger structure than the key supercluster. New research shows that Milky Way collected in the Laniakea supercluster. About 100,000 galactic neighbors could be the Shapley supercluster. Shipling concentration. This is a much larger cosmic structure. Harlow Shapley in the 1930s noticed the Centaur square for the first time. Upward giant cloud, impact area. But here's the thing. He doesn't know what he's seeing. It was like seeing a misty mountain in the distance. But I didn't realize that there was a super hidden inside level metropolis until now. With modern telescopes and cosmic streams, Cosmic Flows Project and other detailed surveys finally revealed this cloud. It's actually a massive supercluster of galaxies. The scale exceeded all expectations. We're talking about multiple superclusters of galaxies. That's right. He's the Laniakea supercluster. Much bigger. A vast cosmic web of attractive forces. It turned out that the Laniakea supercluster itself was also pulled Shapley supercluster, and slowly towards this attractive force well. Cosmic Flow Project, by tracking the movements of 56,000 galaxies, revealed that these galaxies flow in specific patterns, show that in our universe there is more than we expected. Massive structure. Remember what I said before. Laniakea supercluster contains 100,000 galaxies. Then the size of the Shapley supercluster, about 10 times the size of the Laniakea supercluster. This is the most we have found in the observable universe. One of the larger structures. This cosmic giant spans about 1.4 billion light years. This means that photons travel at about 300,000 kilometers per second. It takes 1.4 billion years to cross it. In the time that passes through it, multicellular life on Earth could be purified twice. Let's break it down layer by layer. So we start with our own galaxy, the Milky Way. And then there's our Laniakea supercluster. We thought it was huge. But the Shapley supercluster, it contains multiple Laniakea superclusters. It's huge. Let's take the usual test. Units of measure feel meaningless. We're talking about millions of galaxies. Each galaxy contains billions of stars, are combined by gravity into a hard-to-place, the large structure of the letter. You think that's it? Although the Shapley supercluster, it's one of the largest structures we've ever found, with the 5 largest known structures in the universe. Compared to the Great Wall of Northern Burma, the Shapley supercluster still appears insignificant. This massive structure spans 10 billion light years, about 7 times larger than the Shapley supercluster. It's a galactic filament that spans the universe, occupies a significant part of the observable universe. These findings, prompting scientists to rethink the largest structure in the universe, formation mechanism. The sheer size of the Shapley supercluster, it actually helped us understand dark matter. This makes up most of the universe. But we can't directly observe God. Secret matter. By observing galaxies in the Shapley supergalaxy, intra-group sports, we're beginning to understand this invisible force, how it shapes our universe. It's like watching the leaves move, to perceive the presence of wind. With these findings, our cosmic address is becoming increasingly complex. So it's kind of like these incredible-looking websites. It seems endless. And our understanding of the cosmic home, it's still expanding. Universe, it also keeps turning out to be bigger than we thought. More complex, more connected. What is the unique perspective of the Mink Brigade on this? Welcome to Leave a Message for Debate.